I'm freaking out really badly at the moment, guys. I have nearly finished my first semester of my final year of university and it's been going really well. I love every single module that I'm doing so far. They all are basically elements of what I love to do in my spare time and what I think is important to do for me, and then I've taken those things and I've put them into an academic environment. So I'm really lucky that I love my degree course and that it's basically everything I want to do, but kind of in a professional kind of context. So I'm really lucky, and I know I'm really lucky. I'm also really lucky because whilst browsing for graduate jobs 2 weeks ago, this job came up, and as soon as I read it, I just knew that it was my absolute ultimate dream job. And if you follow me on Twitter or Tumblr or on Blogspot, I've been talking a lot about this the last week or so, mainly because I can think of little else. When I saw this job advertisement, it was the first time in 2 years, probably more, that I felt like I know what I want to do after university, because as you know, if you've been watching my videos for longer than a year or so, I used to really want to be a TV presenter, and that was like my goal. That's what I was aiming for a really long time, probably about 3 years. And when I started uni, I changed my mind. I stopped being so confident in front of the camera, which is why my vlogs trailed off, which is something I spoke about in a video a few months back. And I felt like that block of my life was kind of in limbo because I didn't know what I wanted to do after uni, and it's really hard to work your hardest when you don't know what you're striving for. But I did, because as I said, I love my course. It's a lot easier to work when work isn't a chore. It's obviously it's difficult, it's time consuming, but because I loved it so much, it wasn't hard to put all my effort into it. But I saw this job ad and it was just everything that I have loved about my university degree, and it's everything that I have done as a hobby for the last however many years of my life put into a job. And it's working at a place that I would love to work with people who I admire so much and have done for a really long time, and it's just the job for me, and I've applied for it, and I'm now literally pooping myself, not literally pooping myself, whilst waiting to hear back. And I'm freaking out because I feel like this is the job for me. It's like it was written for me. This ad was written to Jossie. This is what you love to do. This is what we want you to do. And because of that, that's all well and good. But now I can't get my head around doing anything but this one day. And that is really scary because I have to be open-minded. I don't know I'm going to get this job. I've been successful with applications for stuff in the past, and I've been good at interviews and writing application forms in the past, but this is something else. This is like legit real life human being, not in full-time education anymore stuff. And I just want it so badly, and when writing my CV and cover letter, I just wanted to encompass in my because I already had my CV, but in my cover letter I wanted to encompass all of this. I wanted to put across how badly I wanted it in my cover letter, and it was really hard, and I was sending it to my friends saying, can you read my passion? Like, can you tell how bad I want this? And they said they could. But oh my god, I'm terrified, and I'm at that stage now when I'm freaking out every single time I get an email, and I know that I'm not going to hear back yet about it because the closing date was only 4 days ago for job applications, and it's Saturday, so I'm definitely not going to hear back today. But every time I get an email and my phone buzzes, I freak out and I just don't know what to do, and I keep going back and reading my CV and cover letter and trying to imagine that I am the person in the office employing people and reading it from their point of view and thinking, would I like this person? And And we've always been told that future employers, they look on your Facebook profiles to try and gauge more about you and see if you're appropriate. So I keep Facebook stalking myself, trying to work out what someone might think of me. As you can tell, this has driven me slightly mad. I understand none of these things are normal things to do. And I definitely shouldn't be reading my cover letter and CV, because knowing me, I'll spot a typo and then I'll think the world is over. But it's just, I'm torturing myself, and it's mainly because I don't know what else I can do. The interesting thing about the company that I applied to is that it's a company that I've always been very aware of because of the things I like to do. I don't really want to mention the company because I just don't want to. I might at some point, I'm not going to at the moment, but because, hint hint, of the things that I do, and the course I've been doing at university, it's a company I've been aware of, but then through doing more research about them, I found out that they are even more than I thought, just me all over. And every single day I've been Googling them, I found something else that makes me want it even more, and it's really scary. And now I'm trying to work out what I am going to do if I don't get the job, because I genuinely have no idea. And obviously I know that I don't have any choice, that if I don't get the job, I'm just going to have to move on and apply for other jobs, and I'm going to have to try and get the same enthusiasm and excitement for those other jobs as I have for this one. But I'm at the stage now and I just don't know how I'm physically going to do that, because this job's just too perfect. It's very scary being in a position where it's right in front of you and it's only down to me. I can only do my best, obviously. I can only write my cover letter to the best of my ability, and I can only make my CV look as good as I am, and it's all down to me, which makes it even scarier if I don't get it, because then I know that it's me who isn't good enough. I can't palm it off to anyone else. It's me that didn't get the job, and all I want is to get the job, really. Suppose this is being a real life human, which is terrifying. I've been blogging a lot about this lately on my blog, which is www.akiojellybean.blogspot.com. I did stop blogging for a while, but I'm back in full swing, and that I've been talking about that a lot more there. It's also scary to think that in a year's time I will either be looking back at these videos and looking back at those blogs as an employee at this place, thinking, oh, that was before I got the job. If only I'd have known then that I was going to get the job, I wouldn't have been so panicky. Or I'm going to be looking back from a different job and I'll be thinking, I bailed, I didn't do it, I didn't get it. Someone else is doing that ultimate dream job instead of me. But hopefully, if the latter is the case, I will be in a job that I love equally as much. Maybe I won't have thought I'd have loved it as much, but hopefully, whatever happens, I'm going to end up in a job that I love. I just really hope it's at this place that I feel like I would fit in so well, and I really feel like the things that I love, the things that I do, the things that I'm good at, I feel like I could put all of those into play really well at this place and just be an awesome employee, and that's just what I hope. Oh god, I've talked about it for 9 minutes. I don't even know if I can edit this down. I might just upload it as it is. So yeah, thank you for sitting through this if you managed it. Let me know about your job application experiences. Maybe it will calm me down to see that maybe I'm not the only one who has driven themselves to the point of Looneyville. Or maybe I am. Maybe you all need to tell me that I'm being an idiot, and maybe that'll make me stop. But it probably won't. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all well. I hope semester's going well for all of you. If you're in university, I hope term's going well for you if you're in school. And I hope whatever you're doing, you're all good and fine. And I hope you're also all wearing ridiculously big jumpers as I am. This is my first jumper of the winter, which I'm very excited about, especially as it is a little bit sparkly. Anyways, bye.